das ist ja auch super. That he meows a lot. I let him out. All right. Hello. Wait, I need to find the music. Should we let it run just? No?
Maybe not the entire time.
Okay, so let's first go to the comments and see who's here. First of all, Ben is here and also myself. Hello, everyone. April is here. She says, ready and waiting. Okay, hello, finally arrived. I'm very much looking forward to the workshop. Kim, hello and good morning, everyone. Super. Hey there. Jackie, welcome. I guess I need to change my channel name, laughing out loud. It's already starting. Hello and welcome. We're going to go through our first welcome and also a few household items. But I wanted to quickly say I'm so happy that Ben is here because I have no clue with YouTube at all. I was thinking, it's like, oh, I should bring out a new YouTube channel workshop. And I was looking at my YouTube channel. I was looking at my notes. I was looking at what other people did, obviously. I'm like, no, there's no single way I'm going to do this. So welcome, Ben.
Thank you
first
for
of all,
having me.
yeah, do you want to introduce yourself? I think there's always this fun story everybody tells about you is like, Ben lives in Vietnam and is 20 years old. Can you just give us a little bit of a background story?
Yeah, for sure.
Why do you live in Vietnam and why are you only 20 years old and such a professional already?
Yeah, so I guess I'll start with that sentence. Hi, I'm Ben. I'm 20 years old and I live in Vietnam right now. I started with YouTube like when I was 10 or something, uploading some gaming videos in my room. And it kind of just became a passion ever since. So I never really stopped uploading on YouTube. I kept making more and more channels. Later on, when we go to actually create a channel, you'll see how many I have listed there. It's a bit too much, but
well, it's your job.
yeah. Well, at the time it wasn't, yeah. But yeah, over time, I started video editing for other people as well, because I kind of picked up how to do that for myself. And then I think for about 8 months, I started taking it seriously, editing for people who are running communities on school mostly. So maybe some of you know Evelyn Weiss. She's like kind of big on the platform. And yeah, through helping her with her channel, managing it, doing the editing, I kind of grew into that role and eventually was able to go full-time, quit my 9-to-5 and drop out of college.
Yeah, I think that is not only amazing, but it's also, this was one discussion we always had here at home. Is college actually still needed or can you just go out and do it? Because my son is 21 and my daughter is 14, so they are going this direction. And I was always a person that loved learning on the job much more and getting money in than literally studying something that is not necessarily applying 100% to what I want to do. And that's what you do a lot in school. You learn so many things that are just not relevant, really. I mean, it's, of course, all good education and so on, but it's a good decision to look, or at least a good point to look at, you know, what do I really want to do and how do I want to spend my next 4 years, 6 years, and 10 years. So really cool. What I just wanted to see is like, where is actually everybody coming from? Because obviously Ben is from Vietnam and we are here in New Hampshire. A lot of people know us. And I don't know why I moved here, because it's cold and hot and nothing in between almost. But let's see where everybody lives and where everybody is coming from, and then we can get started. I have prepared a little onboarding slideshow just, and then I will turn everything over to Ben, but I just wanted to have a few housekeeping items ready as well. And let me just share my screen in a second. I'm going to bring this over here. Let's see, Tampa, Shalane from North Carolina, Los Angeles. How are the fires in California? I'm wondering. Every year it's been so crazy there. From Central Illinois, I still need to get sometimes used to all of these. Houston, Texas. Texas again. Tampa, Los Angeles. Yes. Okay, cool. Canada. Hello,
Nice.
Sylvia. Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful. Hot probably too, because here it's like 30 Celsius. I don't know in Fahrenheit. Illinois, Kim. Manchester, UK. This is sweet. Okay, so we have quite a few people around. And I've seen also Maryland, Roxandra. I have seen quite a few people coming in also from the Asian countryside. So we have a little bit everything around the world. And I'm going to start the show and then I'm going to hand over to you, Ben. So let me just do the presenter mode. If I seem tired today, it's because I am. I got up at 2 o'clock.
Oh, no.
I am tired. I remember I texted you back. I'm going to answer, but first I need my coffee.
Oh, that was so early. Okay.
That was like at 4. I did already some other stuff before. Okay, so welcome first of all. I did a little bit of a different slideshow than the people that know me. They don't see that kind of slideshow normally, but I'm always about flowers and everything else. But I thought for YouTube, this is actually really fitting, just having fun. So 3 days of going live and getting up your channel. So why do we do these type of, I started those ones a little while ago, but really seriously, I saw just the results with AI coming so much more beautiful that I decided to actually do just more of these challenges, monthly challenges now, where people get in and out quick and not these long drawn out courses. And memberships are great, I think, because of the community part and everything else, but these challenges always bring some energy to it. So I really, really love the energy of challenges. So day 1, get your channel live. Day 2, film and upload. And day 3, let's build the momentum, meaning how to prepare for more videos. So just a little bit about the household items here. So first of all, the community. The community itself is actually really important in school because this is where everything is happening. When you look a little bit back in the school community, we had our email and lead magnet challenge. And that was really, really sweet because most people were actually sharing what they were doing. So screenshots, telling where you are, letting us know where you're stuck, being frustrated, being happy, wins, everything. Share those please in the community because then we know and we can gauge our answers and questions and everything else around this challenge here. Questions for Ben and Katrine. I mentioned this here quickly. There is a post. Go and look for questions for Ben. Well, and Katrine, if you want to. But I put most of them already for Ben in, and I will actually bring them live as well. So we don't need to repeat all of the answers. But if you have any other questions, please add them to the questions for Ben. All you need to do is take questions for Ben, put them in the search field and search for it, and it will come up. Very simple. School is super easy, straightforward, and cool to understand. So the leaderboard is just something else. The leaderboard quickly is something a lot of people get actually excited about. In the beginning, I was like, whatever, leaders, I'm from East Germany, I don't need any leaders. But actually the thing is that everybody that is contributing is also creating action and is creating some excitement, and it's creating happiness, and also among others it will give you quite a bit of momentum. So right now we have Kim, Jean, and Roxandra. It's the 7th day I'm going to look at. So let's see how this is all moving around, because it's always a little bit different. At the beginning, I normally take a screenshot, I post it, and then I will see who else is going to climb up that ladder. How to get to the finish line. I don't know, Ben, if you have any other suggestions there, but from my perspective, is stick to the very minimum. What would you say?
Yeah, I think that's very good. Minimum viable YouTube channel, something like that.
Yes, exactly.
Because if you plan too much and then you say like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, then you get overwhelmed and you don't do any of it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I would say too, you can always make it better afterwards. You can always change something around. You can always delete a video. You are not stuck in your channel. You can open up a new channel. But this week, it's really about do the minimum requirements, but do them and end them up with the 5 days. on Friday. All right, so check off your lessons. Just something which helped a lot last time, to check off your lessons in the classroom. So you all have access now to this classroom, and you see still some stuff here in draft on my end, but it's just because I'm dripping it out. But you have the option to check off your items. So first of all, it allows you to let you know where you are. And second of all, it allows us to see, are people moving along, or are you hanging back, or do you have any issues? So we can actually help you a little bit better. But overall, checking off your items, going through, it's really the minimum in here. So it should be fairly easy to check them off. Post your status update before our next call. This was fun last time. It's up to you. Come to the community, post where you are here right now, or I will probably also create a post day one, give us your status update, and then you can just comment. So maybe that's easier, and I will do that, because then everybody sees where everybody is. Post on your update, or we got this. Go for action, not perfection. We saw that already here. Just stick to the minimum. Don't be perfect. No distractions. Set yourself a timer when you do things and just get them done. And don't overthink. The prompt area we will be using in AI Grim. So that one I wanted to just point out quickly. There's literally one prompt area you want to come to is business prompts, then strategic prompt bundles, and it's right here. So these are the prompts we are going to use. You see right now 1, 2, and 3. The rest is coming tomorrow and on Wednesday. But this is the only time you will really need to use all of them here, and then you can of course switch them out and use the rest still as you want. And I will post the link as well. And the next, if you're new to AI, just hop over to the frequently asked questions area that is in the AI and AI Grim classroom. Just go through here. If you're completely new to AI and read through this, I put some stuff together here for you too, but ask me questions. And please, please, please read the posts in full. I know we all have ADHD, but what it creates is basically way more answers and way more work. So if you can just read the entire post, there is a reason why I write the whole post, and I want you to really know everything as much as possible. But if I get the same questions back, I cannot prepare more good stuff for you. So it would be really sweet if everybody can just read the post. Okay, so Ben, I wanted to see if you can just quickly talk to these few items only. And I put a few down that I thought of or found interesting, but there was a huge shift with YouTube, I feel like, in the last year almost. And I got curious about this myself. And when I saw you with Evelyn then, and also got into your channel and in your school group and joined everything, I was like, wow, I'm going to make like one simple change, at least do a few better thumbnails. But that was, and then I looked out for the SEO and everything else a little bit more. But why is there such a new trend, you think, with YouTube in 2025 and also end of last year?
Yeah, I think a big part of it is because YouTube is actually starting to push smaller channels out more. So they're trying to compete with TikTok and with Instagram, where you can grow super fast. So it's actually not really been a better time to start the channel than right now, because they're pushing out videos so much. Like whatever video you upload, if you go to the analytics and then the reach tab, you'll see that it got impressions, meaning it got shown to people. And so then it really is just about, was your title and thumbnail good? And if it was, then it's going to get views because people click on it. So that part is really, really good. I see here on the slide that it's like after Google is the #1 search place.
Yeah,
that's really, really powerful. A lot of people are searching on YouTube, and the trust that you build with your audience is better than on any platform because you spend so much time with them.
That's true, because you're there talking visual, you can comment. I saw they have now communities as well that came out or something. I've never tried that, but I just saw it came out too. So I think YouTube is really growing, or helping actually small businesses and entrepreneurs grow substantially over Instagram and Facebook. I mean, my entire channel's dropped a little bit, but I know you have a new course in your school community out as well about Instagram and how you grew by how much within what time frame?
Oh, I don't want to lie, but I think it's 2,000 to 3,000 within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
but
it was some
the stat that I
crazy
can
number.
tell you is that I got 1,000 email addresses in 13 days.
Seriously.
Yeah, for free.
Okay, so if you want to know more about the Instagram and how Ben did this, I linked everything in this channel here as well. This is crazy, Ben. I did not even know that part, but I was so head down. So I put here, who's Ben? If you go there, you can actually go to his Instagram account. You can also check out his community. He has everything in there. In addition, also now this Instagram, not only YouTube, but this Instagram, how you did that, this new course, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I would definitely say go and check out his school community as well. Cool. And we will dive more a little bit in. Just daily format quickly. We will meet at 10 a.m. Today is a little bit longer because of the intro, but tomorrow and Wednesday, 10 a.m. with Ben again. His time, it's 9 p.m. right now, or 9:30 almost. So we try to keep it as much in a time frame as we can. We will have a quick Q&A afterwards, but you can always ask and post the questions also in the community. And I know a lot of people will watch the replay because they are busy. It's 10 a.m. here in the United States, and actually on the West Coast, even 8 a.m., 7 a.m., something like this. We will use 3 prompts a day, so a total of 9 prompts. And then after the challenge, which ends on Wednesday, you will have an additional 2 days to submit anything, to have questions, and to give us anything you need around or need to know around YouTube, and post your videos, post your channel, and just make it really, really agile and beautiful. So complete your 3 videos, complete your channel setup, submit your channel as well, and then Ben has a surprise win for you. And we will announce that then on Friday, or did you want to do this today? Or Friday?
We can do it on Friday. Friday works.
All right. So submit your channel, submit your 3 videos. You're going to be in a drawing, and then we're going to select a winner from Ben. I can only say it's something really cool. So definitely try to get your stuff done. Okay. So I think that's it. Day number 1 today is choose your niche, create your channel, plan your first video. Don't film it right now. It's just literally those 3 items. And let's go.
All right.
Stop.
Share screen.
Yeah.
Entire screen.
I'm going to put myself on mute, and we'll observe any questions that come in for you.
I think you need to accept the screen share or something like that. Or change the scene.
Change. That's lovely. I don't have a notification. I still have. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, nice. All right. So Catherine already prepared the prompts, obviously. So we're going to be using those to get these first wins in today. And honestly, it's going to be very easy. If you have any questions that come up, just drop them in the chat and I'll go through them after a bit. So first of all, we want to figure out what niche do we even want to use on YouTube. Because if we just post anything, let's say we do gardening videos, and then we do cooking videos, and then we do videos about horses, the YouTube algorithm is not going to know where do we even send out the videos. Like, do we send it out to people who love cooking, or to people who love horses or gardening or whatever it was? So we kind of need to niche down. And that's what the first prompt is actually for, to figure out, okay, what kind of content do we want to create? And this can actually be combined of 2 different things as well. So let's say we have playing video games and we have cooking. Seems like 2 different audiences, except for we can make it one audience by helping gamers get healthier by cooking their own meals, for example. So let's go through the prompt and literally just answer the questions. Katrin posted this one. Like, I think it's linked in the classroom section. And if you go to AI Grim, she showed it before. So under prompts, business prompts, and then it's here. Another strategic prompt bundles. So once one specific problem you solved for yourself in the past, we're just going to answer this. I think I'll do it just for my own channel and then see if AI Grim comes to the same conclusion, then what I think my channel should be about. So one specific problem I solved for myself in the past is I went from being in college and in a job to now living in Vietnam, leaving Germany, and making money online by by becoming a YouTube strategist and video editor. So it can literally be as simple as that. You can give it more information if you want to. What do people often come to you for advice about? I would say, and I literally got a notification 2 minutes ago, people ask me how they can achieve the same outcome as me, meaning leave their home country, make money online by becoming a video editor. They want tips on how to edit better, how to get clients, and how to do pricing. Just list out some examples that you help people with. If you don't think that people come to you for advice, then just think of things that could be problems related to this, basically. So if you have this one big problem that you solved for yourself in the past, then you can break it down into smaller problems and make this advice section about that.
Can I just ask one quick question here, Ben? For example, when you started out, it was YouTube videos, right? And now you're actually niching down to maybe people wanting to know, hey, you do YouTube and you live abroad and I want to quit whatever, my job as well. So you're actually niching down as you go right now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of figuring this out myself right now, because I mean, we talked about just getting started. That's the best step, to just put something out there. And then over time, you're going to see, okay, what do people actually resonate with? What are my expertises actually lie in? And so I realized that just talking about YouTube without incorporating my own experiences didn't really work out for me. So then it niched down.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That was interesting.
Yeah. Thank you. So what topic could you talk about for 20 minutes without any notes? It would be basically this exact same thing. So we can just copy this one. We'll do that. And then we'll add some extra notes as well. I could also talk about video editing strategies, like hooks, what different CTAs to use, how to make content look aesthetic, LUTs, cameras, gear. Just list out all of your interests that are related to this problem that you solved. And then, do you have any existing business, audience, or expertise? I'm going to say that I don't. I do have my YouTube school that Katrin already introduced to you, but I'll just say, no, I don't, just to see what we get from this. So Claude, I love Claude. We're just going to click on generate and see what kind of niche we get from AI Grim. So your optimal YouTube niche, teaching aspiring location-independent creators how to build a profitable video editing business that funds their dream lifestyle abroad. Makes sense? 20 to 30-year-olds, sounds good. Maybe a bit younger for my case as well, but till 30 makes sense. Currently unemployed or students, for sure. Dreaming of location independence, tech savvy, but business inexperienced. That pretty much sums it up exactly. Stuck in a traditional job. So here we have the pain points and we have the desires, which these ones are going to be very interesting when we actually create titles. We want to basically talk onto the pain points and paint the picture of how the future could be with their desires in the future. And we actually have a first video concept here as well. But first, the unique authority. For me, it's basically that I've just done this. I'm not 10 years ahead, but I'm just a few steps ahead of them. And this is also the same thing for you. Like if you have an interest, even if you're just interested in something, you're one step ahead, at least, of someone who isn't interested in it yet, if that makes sense. So you might think that you don't have that much expertise yet, and maybe you don't have much expertise, but you know more than some people do. And that's totally enough to make videos about. So we have our first video concept here, how I went from German college student to Vietnam-based video editor in 12 months, complete roadmap. This sounds pretty good. I think it's a bit too long in my opinion, so we can maybe cut this one out and put that into the thumbnail, which we'll talk about that in one of the other streams, I think, that we want to cut out, that we basically want to put our messaging into the title and the thumbnail. We want to kind of mix them together. But how I went from German college student to Vietnam-based video editor in 12 months sounds pretty much like something that I've just done. So at 19, I escaped the 9-to-5 and built my dream life in Vietnam. This is pretty much that exact video. So that's a pretty good job. It's exactly the same thing, yeah. So we have the hook. A year ago, I was just another college student in Germany with no business experience. Today, I'm editing videos for international clients from my apartment in Vietnam. That sounds good. Maybe we want to just put it up a notch more, but that's definitely a good direction. Value promise. I'll show you the exact 4-step system I used to build a location-independent video editing business, including my biggest mistakes, shortcuts. Sounds like a good promise. And then the authority builder. So this is basically proof promise plan from Alex Hormozi, if you've heard of that before, where we want to, in the video, we want to give proof that we know what we're talking about. We want to promise the viewer an outcome that they're going to get from watching the video. So in this case, it's knowing the 4-step system. And then the plan is basically walking them through the system. I'm not some guru. I'm someone who just walked this path. That sounds good. Sounds authentic as well. Because I noticed when I make some other videos that don't follow this formula, it feels inauthentic. It feels like I'm just saying things without any knowledge behind it. So I think this is really, really good. Monetization principle. Yeah.
Sorry, you can see the authenticity or not authenticity behind some of the videos where people, I just watched a video, and then I often go into the comments, and then the guy said, well, dude, you just stole that thing from that guy. At least give him like something, say who it is. And I think that is something, the more you can, the more you are you, I think the better it actually is for your audience. You think you want to serve everyone, but that's so dangerous because you will just do, bullshit. So knowing where you were before and where you are now and the gap in between, I think that is a real good way of approaching this too, huh?
Serving yourself 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Because when you also remember what you've been through in the past, then you can speak on those exact pain points, and you can be more precise than anyone else, where the viewer then thinks, oh, wow, I feel heard, I feel seen. And that builds that connection even more.
Yeah, and often actually I feel like people shrink away from thinking they don't know enough or they are not there yet. But it's so important that what you went through was a piece of pain, a piece of happiness that you found for yourself. And it does matter to others too.
Yeah, completely agree. Okay, so we got the monetization potential, escape plan course, complete system for building a video editing business. Sounds good. One-on-one coaching, makes sense. And editing templates. If I open ChatGPT right now, you would see that I just talked to ChatGPT about selling editing templates. So this is literally perfect. All right. Content sustainability plan. You have endless content because you're documenting your ongoing journey. This is really important, and I would also recommend it to do that, where basically, if we look at my oldest videos, 7 months ago, I started a YouTube agency from zero to prove it's not luck. In this video, I didn't even make any money. I just started documenting the journey as I went. So cover client acquisition, skill development. I'm actually surprised how well this is going because that's exactly what I did. Next immediate action, write down 10 specific mistakes you made in your first 6 months that you can help others avoid. Each mistake, one potential video. Yeah, and film your first video. But we can actually just move on to the next prompt, I think, because we're gonna walk through this ourselves. But this is definitely something that I think you should save once you've done this into a Notion doc.
Maybe. Yeah, you see the copy all, just maybe show that one more time for everybody. What I normally do is I have the possibility to save it directly to the assistant because I have the whole pro version. Obviously, I can save it to my files. But if you don't have the AI Grim full version, you can copy all, and it includes your answers and your questions there exactly, and then put it into a Google Doc or Notion or whatever you use, so you don't lose the answers. And I think also because we go back on a regular basis with what's your niche, you can just go back to the document basically. And yeah.
That's really cool. Nice. All right. So we got the first win already because we now know our niche and we know basically what angle to take on YouTube, which is super helpful because for me, this took quite a long time to figure out, but this was pretty fast. So now we got the 15-minute channel creation system, live and optimized fast. So let's just answer some quick questions and we can create our own channel. And then also I saw a question about the channel name. We'll get to that. What's your first real and last name? Evans or Benjamin, but there you go. What's your niche from Quick Win 1? We can just take that from here. Pretty much this. Paste that in there. Do you have an existing business? Let's just say no. Are you planning to be the main face of your YouTube channel? Yes, main face. Yeah, you can build a community, a company brand that works without you if you want to. Generally for YouTube, I would recommend being your own person, building your personal brand. And then when you build your personal brand, you can create other brand channels that you can then promote yourself. But anyway, do you already have a YouTube channel? Let's say no. New channel. Do we have a clear professional photo? I don't know. Not really.
I had to search for yours. The one I took finally, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my Instagram profile picture. But let's see what it says. What's the main transformation? Let's see. We have that in here for sure. I mean, this is pretty much it, but what if we just paste that in there? Surely that works. All right. And do you have any existing online presence you want to link to? Yep, I got my Instagram. Instagram. All right. Let's see what we get from this. So, channel creation plan.
Sweating here a little bit. I'm just sweating here always a little bit because obviously I went through it, but someone else. This is completely new for me too. So thanks for doing this, Ben.
Yeah. And also seeing me doing things that I'm not supposed to do, like pasting this in here.
No, totally fine. I want to see all of it.
Yeah, it's gonna work, I'm sure. All right, option 1, personal brand, Ben Evert. Oh, that sounds convenient. All right. Option 2, personal plus descriptor, Ben Evert creates. I don't like the word creates, but I could do Ben Evert YouTube or YouTube with Ben. That would work. Oops, here. Option 3, journey focused, Ben builds abroad. That's kind of funny, but yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of people. If we can do Mark builds brands, this would be a perfect example of this channel formula in action, basically. Recommendation, option 1 for sure. I would also recommend all of you just go with your first name, last name. I think it's the easiest. But these 2 options are also valid. Technical setup process. This looks all right. I'll show you it right now in just a second though. Profile picture. Yeah, just use a simple headshot against the plain wall. That works. Maybe from some past picture that you took from your Instagram account. And then we got some optimization as well. And we're not going to make a banner. That's definitely true. We're not going to make a channel video. I don't think that's true. We're going to see if this is true or not. And yeah, we're going to just do the basics and get our channel off the ground. So the first thing that we want to do is just go to YouTube and then click on view your channel. Actually, maybe that might not work for you. What we're going to do instead is go to YouTube and go down here on the left side and go to settings, because that's 100% going to work. So we can here go to add or manage your channels. Just click on that. And now you're going to see, oh, I'm lucky. This is actually basically the different people that I manage videos for. And you're just going to click on create a channel over here. And we're going to just put in our name and Evert. I'm just going to do testing in this case. And this is where we can already choose our handle. So this part with the 100 subscribers or whatever it said, that's actually not true. We can already get our tag. So Ben Evert is sadly taken. If you go with the channel name option number 2 or option number 3, there's a very good chance that this one is available. For example, Ben Evert creates. That sounds decent. Nice, and it's already not taken. And the picture, I'm just gonna download that from my Instagram account. And yeah, Instagram profile picture downloader. Maybe if you have some picture on your phone, you can just send it to your laptop. That works as well. I should have prepared this, shouldn't I?
No, which tool? That's interesting. Which tool are you using? Instagram profile picture downloader. That's so cool.
I just looked it up, yeah. Savefree.com.
Super.
But this seems to be my posts, not my profile picture. So maybe here.
You are so fast with everything. That's unbelievable.
Good that we have the recording played back in 0.5 times speed.
Yeah, no, for sure. People can stop and replay.
What is happening here? Please enter profile URL, not username. That is kind of what I did. Download. Does this do? Oh, hey, there we go. Cool. All right, so we're just going to upload the picture selected in our downloads from computer. Download. There we go. We have a profile picture. Click on done. And then we can just click on create channel. And then we've got some settings to do, obviously. But it is kind of just this easy. Like, we can already start uploading on this channel once it's loaded. Yeah, we're just gonna. What is happening? Here, there we go. Enable testing. And we're gonna switch to that channel over here by clicking on our profile, like so. So now we can just click on customize channel, or we can type in studio.youtube.com. Both works. We're just gonna click on here, and then we can take some more settings, do some more settings. I don't know, how do you say that?
Go through some more settings.
Go through some more
settings. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm German too. What the heck? Why would you ask me? We have to ask our audience.
Yeah. If anyone knows, let me know. I think we're going to do some
more settings. I think that's what it is.
Yep. So what we're going to do is completely ignore the banner. And yeah, we're just going to ignore it because it's not needed. It's kind of a time waste. You can add one later on if you want to. The description, I think, is in here. I'm not sure if I saw it. It's not in here, but we can just ask for it.
Yeah, I thought it was somewhere.
Please generate a channel description for me.
That's so
Sounds
sweet.
Good. It's not letting me select it because it's still typing.
Yeah, it's true. It's gonna. You have to wait now. You have to be patient and wait.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's done.
What I'm going to remove, though, is new videos every week. Videos, uploading videos. Yes, nice. So now we have a lot of keywords in here that are going to tell the YouTube algorithm what this channel is about. Uploading videos, client acquisition strategies, editing techniques, location-independent business, video editing, digital nomad, content creation, online business, location independence. This is exactly what we want to do. And then we can add links here. If you have like a school community, you can add that. If you have an Instagram, you can add that. I'm going to skip it for now.
And how about websites? Could you add that too? Just your website and
you can just add whatever you want. Yeah, we can add Google Maps as our website. That works.
That's sweet.
You can also add a contact info if you want. And this is basically publicly available.
Oh, it is publicly available, which I would normally caution people to do because there is so much scraping right now happening.
And there's a captcha, but captchas are bypassable, so I don't know.
They are.
Do whatever you want with that. I'll just leave it blank for now. And then for home tab, we want to turn this one on because what happens otherwise is when people go to your channel, it's going to say no content available, even though you have videos uploaded. It's super odd. Just turn this on and then you'll be fine. And we're going to click on publish in the top right corner. And after that, there's just one more small setting that we're going to change. And then we're done with step 2 as well. So bottom left corner onto settings. And now under channel, we want to make sure that we turn these on. I'm not going to do this live, but basically we want to verify our phone number and then do a video verification, which is the step 3 over here. What this allows us to do, the second one is what's it called? You have to do this one. Like, there's no way around it.
Sorry. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise you're not going to be able to upload custom thumbnails, which we definitely want, and videos longer than 15 minutes. So verify your phone number. This third one I would recommend because, yeah, it basically tells YouTube that you're actually a real person and you're not just some bot account that was just created, because this one's very hard to fake.
So basically go through these 3 steps and make them all enabled or eligible. Okay.
Yeah. Basic info. We can put some keywords in here. I don't think it matters too much, to be honest. If you have a description later on, which we don't have yet, but if you have a description and you want to link the same things every single time, you can put this in here and then it's saved for every upload. So you don't need to type it out every single time.
So can you just, sorry, I did not understand that part. So the description is for, where does it show? Where does it come up?
When you go to upload a video and we type this in here, then every single video that I upload, it's already put into the description and I don't need to type it out again.
Oh, I was looking for that part because I always have the same sites and emails.
Yeah.
So it will always add basically the next, always my links, basically. All of the links I constantly use. I can just have them appear over and over again.
Yep.
That is very cool. Yeah.
So here we got, in this video, I'll show you. I invite you to my community.
Got it.
Timestamps, disclaimer, and then my affiliate link.
Got it. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. And with that, we should be done with win number 2 already.
Yeah, that was 15 minutes. That's
nice.
it.
Win 3, first video, planning system, authority building content structure. Let's see what this is about. So basically we want to just plan our first video, kind of get an outline / script going. I'm personally not a big fan of having word for word scripts. If that's something you want to do, go ahead. But in my opinion, it often leads to more stuttering, to feeling inauthentic, feeling like a robot. And I would just go off bullet points. But let's see.
What's so you just have bullet points? I think that was one big question, sorry, that always comes up is like, so if you don't do a script, and some people might want to even do like a, what are they called? The transcript writers, they're the teleprompters, which I could never do because I start stuttering when I read and I become super stiff, like what you just said. But you definitely have somewhere bullet points sitting then, or?
I have bullet points for almost every video, yeah.
Okay, and then you just go down the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what's our video title from step 1? That should be down here. This one, and I'm just gonna shorten it like so. All right, what specific result did you achieve that others want? Well, I went from German college student to Vietnam, to moving to Vietnam after becoming a video editor full-time online, working for different coaches, consultants, building their YouTube channels. What specific results? I managed to make $1,000 in my first month. Just basically list out some wins that you had that other people might want to do as well. First client signed within 2 weeks. I'm kind of thinking back to when I was starting the channel, which was, not exactly the first video, but kind of not having such a big transformation yet. Actually, if we say Vietnam, then at Vietnam I was at 3,000 first client signed within 2 weeks. Build dream life, for example, going to the gym every day because I have the time to, eating healthy. There's also some things that my channel is about. What's one credibility statement about yourself? Ben, I'm 20 years old, moved to Vietnam after quitting my 9-to-5 at college, and I'm now an online entrepreneur. Somehow I don't like the word, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Now an entrepreneur living my dream life. Is this your first YouTube video? This is kind of contradicting the whole YouTube expert, but yes, it's our first video. What do you want viewers to do after watching? Let's say we don't have an offer built out yet. If you do have a freebie, for example, if you want to build your email list, or if you want to convert with your content, just write that in there. I don't have anything to offer yet. Just subscribe maybe, or promoting the next video, the next one, basically on the end screen, because you can always put like a video there that people can check out. All right, let's see what we get from this. So, word for word script, first 15 seconds, that's pretty much what I do. I wonder what this is trained on. If you're stuck in a 9-to-5 in college or a 9-to-5 dreaming about working online and traveling the world, this video is for you. Then we have our credibility statement. Nice. Credibility. Nice. I'm going to show you the exact 3 steps that got me here. By the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to start your own online video editing journey. Instead of journey, I would maybe say, make it more results oriented, of like, actually, okay, become a video editor and go full-time. But the rest is definitely good.
So Ben, quickly, why is the hook so important in the beginning?
Yeah, I can best actually show you this with like a curve that we have. Let's see. Let's just do this one. I'm not too proud of my analytics, but we'll show them anyway.
Well, you're mostly working for others.
Yeah, exactly. I know other people's analytics, they're good. Okay, so this is basically our retention curve. And the hook is so important because when people drop off here, so I'm at 50%, less than 50% after 30 seconds, like the whole graph gets pushed down. If we stopped here, then the entire graph that's down there would be sitting around 66% instead of below 33. And so that's why we want to have the hook as best as possible.
So they just stay on. So the first 15 seconds really matter a lot, actually, to for people to stay on and watch more. So you can either say something completely crazy or true or hook-like, or stand naked there so people stay, or something. Okay, got it.
That might get your video deleted, but the rest,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the hook. That's really, really nice. And then we have the opening section, talking about what we did, value promise. Yeah, this is kind of what we had over here already, so I'm not sure if we need to say this again. But then we have the main content, and if you give some more information up here, then this is going to be a lot better when you actually talk about, okay, how did you achieve that transformation? But this is what we want to do in the main content. We want to talk about basically the most important points that people need to know to achieve that dream outcome that you give people here. By the end of the video, you'll know exactly how you want to deliver on that promise. By just talking on like about points, then you can have like a heading basically for that point, have some subpoints, for example, a story that you can tell, maybe a metaphor, maybe you helped someone else do this one thing, or how that one thing actually impacted you. So here we maybe have focus on YouTube video editing, specifically not random video editing. I can then talk about how normal video editors who offer everything, they don't stand out in this space because they're not specialized, and basically tell a story about that. This one, I think you would want to customize a lot still, kind of changing this to whatever you want to talk about. We have the points, and then the closing section. Let's see what we have here. Recap sounds good. Encouragement sounds also good. Call to action, start resourcing coaches and consultants in your area of interest today. So this is basically still the advice that we're giving. And then here we're asking for a subscription. which is fair enough because it's our first video. Again, if you have a freebie or something, then say you can get the freebie down below. If you have a school community and you want to send people there, definitely advertise the freebie that's within the school. Don't just say join my community, because people want to have a benefit from themselves. Like, we're very, very selfish. And then we have some confidence tips as well, but we will talk through those tomorrow. I think tomorrow. Yeah, now we have our first video. Let me just copy that into the Google Doc.
So it's almost like writing a small little story or book. It's like the opening section, the middle section, and then the closing section. And that is something you repeat pretty much with every single video, or is it?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good comparison. That works, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, wow. Yeah, my goodness. You stayed in half an hour or something like this, because I talked quite a bit before.
I need to go to sleep.
No, this is amazing. So it's really easy. I was dreading it because I have 2 channels in one. So I do Blend Precisely and AI Grim, and I feel like it's not a good idea to do that. So having multiple interests or multiple businesses in one channel, you would definitely say that's a no-no?
If you can't, I would say multiple interests work, but it would have to be the same audience persona. If you want to target people who are interested in this and this, but at the same time, then that works. But if you want to target people who are interested in this, and then people who are interested in that, which aren't interested in this, that doesn't work.
Okay, that was very clear. Thank you. All right. Let us have your questions. We're going to take them through. Let's see. I think, Shalene, what did you say? Oh my gosh, in the ad I made to invite folks, the graphics are almost the same. Which ad?
As your presentation. No, you don't know the ad, but it's the same as your presentation, Candace.
Oh, okay. So, Jackie, I did the prompts last night, and it is recommending I use my name. Should I make a new channel for my name, or leave it the way it is and make a new channel? So she's Infinite Aromatics. And I know she's aromatherapy business and teaching and education.
So I would say, if you want to keep the niche the same, if you want to still make the same videos as you did on that channel, then you can just change the name of the channel, and that should be fine. If you want to make different videos than what you're currently doing, I would create a new channel with your name. So
if you say your own name, what is the reason behind using your own name?
Because then you can
make a business name, for example.
Yeah, because then you can, like, you're going to evolve as a person, and your interests might change over time. And if you build it under your own name, then you can kind of slowly transfer people to that other interest of yours that you have, and you can build out different businesses, different offers under your own name. Versus if the name contains AI and then you don't have AI in your offer, it's like, what is this about?
Right. I'm just thinking, because most people know you under one name or the other, and maybe that's also a little bit to look at, like, how established are you under what name. But YouTube seems to be much more a youpreneur type of channel than Instagram maybe, or Facebook. So it's your face, it's your voice. So you might want to consider then to do it your name as well.
Yeah, because it's more about the audience interaction on YouTube, I feel like. On Instagram and Facebook, you have these theme pages where you just mindlessly scroll through it, you send people some stuff, and it doesn't really matter who posted it. But on YouTube, it's about the personal connection.
Yeah, okay, got it. All right. Ultimately, it's their choice, obviously, but it's good to know. Seeing if I changed it right. What do you mean, Jackie? What do you mean? This is very exciting. Good, Sandy, I'm glad. So let's see, can we just save the prompts answers in our Grim files, or do we need to save to Google Docs specifically? So do you have the full version of Grim actually, Ben, or should I show that how to save it?
I think you should show that real quick, because I only had the copy button. Okay,
let me just show you how it is. So this is a really good question, Sarah. So when you get your answers back, let me go, let me just click retrieve here quickly. So by the way, the retrieve button only works really if you have the assistant and you have all of your documents in there. You can get most of the information already from the back end. And let me do this here. And that's, I think, Sarah, what you're saying. So once you have your perfect answer, I would suggest to save it to your files. Let me click generate. Save it to your files here as a new document, and then you will not lose it. So let me just get this, but I think that's what you mean, Sarah. Okay. Let me just take.
Jackie answered. She changed her channel icon and name, and you didn't notice. Well, then that's a nice change. Profile picture looks good. Name sounds good.
See, Jackie? I did not. I should check it out. Okay, so let me just. So this one is what you would do, Sarah, quickly. And you copy all, and then go over to your files, new document, paste. And then I always take the title of what I did or which prompt it was and just put it up here. And then you go ahead and click and save. And that means you can then use it in all of your retrieval prompts back over here in strategic prompt set, in this one. And then you can go over to the next one and you can basically retrieve the information back here, where you then just say, retrieve from my files. And then you can copy it all over here and just say it everywhere. And then it will, I mean, you do need to double check. And then you can just click retrieve and it retrieves it from your files back. So you don't always need to look for your target audience. Certain questions will always come up over and over again because it's just essential to the prompt itself. It needs the context all the time. Who's your audience? Who are you? And this way you can just retrieve them in. All right, let's see. Okay, so Jackie, yes, and Kim, good comment about your audience focus. I have my healthy wellness coach as main and like cooking with essential oils under Aroma Home Chefs. So you have 2 YouTube channels in this case, Kim? I would assume, right? It sounds like it. So, okay, I think it's just a comment. It's not a question.
Yeah, just a comment, yeah.
So we can copy the link from the files to send to YouTube. No, you can copy the links from the prompt and save them to your files. And then you cannot send anything to YouTube from Grimm, just to be clear there. You can use the information from the answers and you still do what Ben just did. You copy and paste it out into the YouTube channel. Let me know if that answers your question, Sarah. Oh, so you have only one. Okay, so Kim, my healthy wellness coach, and I like cooking with essential oils under Aroma Home Chefs. So you have only one channel right now. Okay, yes. And I think it's also enough to start with one channel because the rest we will talk about tomorrow about consistency and everything else. But if there are no more questions right now,
real quick, Kimberly has one last one.
Oh, okay.
Only one channel should I make under my personal name? Yeah, I would go with one. Because the 2 topics that you just mentioned don't sound too different. My healthy wellness coach and Aroma Home Chefs. It's kind of like, okay, you're cooking nice things that are probably healthy. I think you can put that under the first channel because it's also a lot easier to start out with.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. Tori has one more.
To meal coaching, but I still want to use Aroma skincare, but the focus is on coaching using those techniques. Okay, to combine into one channel. Meal coaching and Aroma skincare. Unless it's depends on what the goal is. If meal coaching and Aroma skincare both has the goal of you do these 2 things to get perfect skin, then it can work. But if it's Aroma skincare because you like skincare and most the other meal coaching because you like cooking nice meals, then it would be different things.
Yeah, for me, that sounds like 2 different niches, Tori, in general, but maybe there's more we don't know. Okay, she says, thank you. Sarah says that was it. And Jackie said, so you don't have to change the handle, just the name.
I would change, if your handle is very different from your name, then I would change the handle as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would make sense. All right. All right. So those were the questions for today. If you have more questions, do let me know. That helps. Okay, cool. Thank you, Tori. Yeah, let me know, or let us know in the section where questions for Ben in our community. We can answer them over there. And then also for tomorrow, just, try to do these 3 prompts you saw. Ben is extremely fast, so just, I know, he knows the system, he knows YouTube, so don't get intimidated by this. It might take you a few days, a few minutes longer, but just go through these 3 exercises, stay focused, and get your channel out there, and then report back to us in the community. And I think that's it for day 1. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Lovely. Thank you, Ben, for showing up. Good night to you.
Oops. Yeah, thank you. Oh, you already removed me. Oh, no.
I already removed you quickly. That was the wrong eye. I wanted to remove Jackie's. No, good night to you. Good night to Vietnam. And also good night to, have a good day to everyone else. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Ben.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Ciao. Bye.